Okay, I think we're recording. All right. Hey guys, welcome back. I'd like to start by saying I know it's been a minute, more than a minute. Life kind of took over for like just a little bit, but you know what? We're back. This video I'm bringing for you guys. A lot of thought went into this, and let me explain what I mean by that basically. As you guys can read by the title, these are top 10 scents for women that I like. Again, on women. When females are wearing this around me, bro, I'm going. Like, I just want to like hang out with them kind of thing. You know, they're just super attractive, appealing. They set the vibe, they set the tone and everything. But I also want to touch on something else for this video. We have to keep in mind that in this whole fragrance, community game, at the end of the day, it's super subjective, right? So first of all, you'll notice if you're a lady watching this, how's it going? Make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, all jokes aside, if you're wearing like a scent, like if you have like a signature scent, your go-to scent that's actually not on this list, bro, no big deal. At the end of the day, that's what I mean by subjectivity in something like, the fragrance game, the fragrance community. I've been preaching this since day one. When we follow other fragrance YouTubers, we kind of get a sense, like over time, of course, we kind of get a sense like, okay, this person talks about the scents that I like. This person's got a nose, I guess, that I can kind of agree with. There's a lot of YouTubers who talk about like certain fragrances that like in a way where it's not even like appealing, but like me being me, I'll still go try them out. And I'm like, wow, that did not smell like anything. For example, if person X says like, yo, this sounds like opens like this. And I'm like, where did you get that? No, the people who made that scent don't even know that note's in there. So that's my whole point. Over time, you'll just kind of be like, okay, I agree with this person, etc., etc. So yeah, long story short, that's my whole point with this video. Another thing I like to mention, like for example, if I equally like, 2 scents, then I kind of use the judgment of like, my own friends and kind of like, called up a bunch of folks. I'm like, hey, when you wear, for example, scent X versus like, scent Y, which one do you like more? What's like the vibe, etc., etc. And if there's a fan favorite that I personally like, compared to another one I like, but like it's not super popular, then this one kind of jumped up the list. But yeah, that's a lot of talking, but at least you know what's going on. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so number 10, I'm gonna keep it kind of basic. You'll notice a pattern very quickly. I like a very particular type of scent. I mean, I try my best to kind of, like other scents or kind of go towards like, something a little different, but I can't help it. Like if a scent's sweet and fruity, I'm sold. So yeah, number 10, just like I mentioned, it's gonna be Lady Million by Paco Rabanne. If you've smelt the 1 Million by Paco Rabanne, it's just intense. Like the opening and like the middle notes, like they'll wake you up, they'll like recharge you in a way. Very sweet, very easy to overdo, but I feel like it's so unique in character. It's kind of been out for a while, obviously. I couldn't not include this one on the list because in the past I have, purchased this one, gifted it to significant others, etc., solely because I actually enjoy it. Even though the dry down of this guy is basically going to be, of course, like sweet, but it's a little synthetic compared to a lot of scents. I don't like that feeling personally, but it doesn't mean it's a bad scent. Like, especially the opening, like it's an attention grabber, and that's why I picked this for a date night. Now I have to be careful because this is very easy to overdo. I personally wouldn't recommend like 3, 4, even 5 sprays. Just a couple of this scent will go a long way. Yeah, for the date night, the whole idea is you want the scent to be memorable enough, something that the other person can actually enjoy, and sometimes it can be a conversation starter. So for all those different reasons, I picked this as number 10 on my list because I enjoy it. That's the vibe that you can easily pull through with this scent. So Lady Million, Paco Rabanne. Now, number 9, yo, I am gonna absolutely butcher this one. Hermes Elixir de, I actually feel terrible. I should have done some research, I guess, but this is number 9 on my list solely because I feel like this is good for special occasions. It's an elegant scent at the end of the day. It's woody, it's peppery. It's definitely a vibe setter on its own, but it's for, and I want to say this very carefully here, it's for women who want just a little bit of that masculine scent at the end of the day. I'm not saying like this is like a unisex scent by any means, but for women who don't want that ultra feminine scent, like something very, very fruity, something very bubbly, like if women like don't want that, this could be your special occasion scent. It is woody and peppery, just like I mentioned, and it smells very nice. It's smooth. It doesn't just hit you. It doesn't energize you right away, but it's very smooth in its opening, and especially dry down. I would highly recommend, especially for the price point. If you want to make it your go-to, you can. I personally see it as a special occasion scent, and the vibe you can pull with this one, with the special occasions, etc., I personally feel like this could be a business lounge, or even like airport, like traveling scent kind of thing. because like the longevity is nice on this one. Yeah, that's basically it. Nothing crazy. So that's number 9. All right, so number 8. This one's a little different for me because I would have placed it a little lower because, for example, Lady Million's just, you know, like a little bit better in my opinion, but I heard so many girls, so many of my friends just talk highly of this scent that I kind of have to bump it up just a little bit. The one I'm talking about is C by Giorgio Armani. Now, how do I describe it? Little woody, a little bit of spicy, but like kind of on that woody side of things. It's very attractive, not gonna lie. It's milder than Guerlain Shalimar. Another thing, another note I definitely smelled in there was like this just intense vanilla in there, and just the way the vanilla kind of pops out. I would personally think that this is suitable for like colder months or like maybe like evenings or something. If you want to make it your go-to in the summer, if you want to make it your daytime fragrance in the hotter months, you might want to reconsider. But again, personal preference. Test it out, you know, check it out, see what, you know, see. And then, you know, like see for yourself. For this one, I do want to mention another factor, which is age. For other scents, sure, you kind of have like that variable range. Like if like, you know, you're a little younger, if you have like a very bubbly personality, go for something, you know, a little fruitier, etc., etc., like do what you want. But for this one, I don't see 18, 19-year-old girl wearing this one. This one is a little bit, just a tiny bit more mature compared to the other scents on this list, but it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. At the end of the day, this is just an amazing scent. It smells really good, and apparently people love this one. Yeah, you girls love this one apparently, man. So yeah, I like it too. Yeah, long story short, a little for the evenings or like colder months preferably. It is a little bit fancier, especially with that very intoxicating vanilla. Like I mean that in a good way. Like it's really just, it's crazy. It's an attention grabber for sure. Just the way it's so rich and dense, yet so smooth in delivery. I feel like it's, you know, suitable for mature audiences. Basically going out, make it your fancy scent, you know. So that's C by Giorgio Armani. All right, number 6, we are gonna shift to Versace now. A scent called Bright Crystal. When I first smelled it, like my initial reaction right away was, whoa, there's an aquatic touch to a seemingly citrusy scent. In a way. And I'm not talking like Hugo Boss citrus, like I'm talking just like, you know, that citrus, like that's kind of just like chilling on the back. Yeah, it's definitely an aquatic, a cleaner, a more summery vibe to an overall very beautiful scent. So this is just like I mentioned, a very clean scent, but it's also a bit, it's powerful, which is why I feel like it's easy to overdo, but that also plays into the vibe and personality I'm going to talk about. So I personally see a boss woman wearing this one who still has that feminine touch to her, you know, that woman who knows what she's kind of doing on her grind, doing her thing, but there's still a feminine touch to her, to, you know, her act, her way. That's the kind of vibe I get. Definitely for like a businesswoman. This is kind of for casual summer days. So I don't really see like a super talkative girl wearing this one. Everything considered, this is a very well balanced scent. Versace Bright Crystal. Okay, let's go up the list a little bit. So number 6. This one's by, I'm probably gonna butcher the name again, Givenchy. That's I think how you say it. Live Irresistible. Yeah, I'll put a bottle right here. But basically, this is a blast of fruits, blast of playfulness, and you know, there's notes of like rose in there and everything. But long story short, I personally see this for like a younger audience, or girls who are kind of like, you know, out and about, hanging out, have that bubbly personality in a way. It's kind of like doing their thing, you know, like hanging out, having fun. That's a really good way to describe it. Like this is a fun scent at the end of the day. You smell it, you'll definitely, you know, get energized a little bit. Like this hits you in a very beautiful, very attractive way. It's very fruity. But I do want to mention the dry down is a bit synthetic, just like I mentioned with the Lady Million Paco Rabanne. So for that reason, I don't like the dry down, but use it to your benefit. It's really good in the opening. Its longevity is not that great, and especially the dry down, you don't want to wait for the dry down and like really live it because it's nothing exciting. So the opening and like the mid notes, just that blast of freshness, I guess. This could be a brunch time set because, you know, a couple hours, even 3 hours, you're just like, you know, hanging out, going there, walking there, driving, whatever, and then like, you know, actually enjoying a meal. Probably summertime, you know, and you're probably a younger person. I personally think that this is a great brunch time scent in terms of like longevity and how it smells and the vibe and mood it creates. It's very playful. It can be a conversation starter, not like directly, but I feel like people will feel comfortable around you because this is very likable. I personally don't think this is anything like people are gonna dislike kind of thing. People are really gonna enjoy this scent on you. So, yep, that's Number 6, Kemoshi. All right, next up, number 5. We got YSL in the house. Their scent Mont Perry. Man, these names, I'm not doing well, so it's all right though. But basically, this hits you with a bunch of like, it's a floral scent, but I smell like, you know, like strawberries, raspberries in there. It's really, the opening is so amazing that I feel like it's like a vibe check on its own in terms of, it's just like the last one, but like a bit better. I still see people like, you know, hanging out like in the summer or like the spring outdoors with the scent on, you know, whether you're traveling or whatever, like, you know, in the day, afternoon, I feel like this is a really good scent for those times. And again, spring, summer, because you can try to ease it into the fall, winter months, but I personally feel like the very energizing opening, but it's still not offensive. You can definitely put it in hotter weather, spring and summer, just like I mentioned. You know, kind of like running errands, but still, you know, I got like a hangout session planned out, you know, with your friends. Yeah, check it out, man. Like, totally do it. It's very likable. If I were to say one thing about the scent, it's very likable. So you can't really go wrong with this one. I absolutely love this one. When I got my nose around it, wow, it was like addicting almost. I'm like, that's why it's on my list, because I love the way it smells. So Mont Perry, YSL. All right, now we're getting the fun stuff. Solely because it's now these top 4 scents I'll talk about. 3 out of these 4 are up here because of like loyalty. And what I really mean by that is that, you know, over like just years of like, you know, me smelling like different scents here and there, these scents have like never failed me in terms of like, every once in a while I'm like, okay, you know, let me just get a tester or whatever, because I don't own any of the scents. Otherwise I would just be like showing you physical bottles and stuff. I absolutely love the way they smell. These are really, and I really mean that, like, in the top 4 for a reason. I want to be hanging out with people wearing these scents. Like, when I smell this, I'm gone. Like, catch you later. And I'm not kidding. This is just amazing, man. So let's start with number 4. Victor Rolf Flower Bomb. Bro, let me tell you something. Versace Eros for guys, and my all-time favorite, Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male for guys. Playful clubbing scent. This is exactly that vibe in a female scent. If you do the original version, sure, nothing wrong with that. Just know that it is a bit stronger. It's very intense, right? Like, at the end of the day, you have to realize this is an intense scent, which is why, you know, clubbing vibe would be ideal for a scent like this. Because if you wear this to, like, let's just say like in the car or something, you know, like if the drive is like longer than like 15 minutes, people are like, all right, man, I'm gonna crack the window open kind of thing, because these will hit you good. But yeah, basically it's a floral, but it's a floral scent with a little bit of wood to it at the end of the day. It's very intense, just like I mentioned. And if you want to step it up, so I'm going to tell you guys 2 things, okay? If you have the original Flower Bomb, good for you, awesome. If you want to step that up, look at Lover Dose by Diesel. You don't get more intense, yet like still kind of attractive than that, because anything more than that's kind of just like, whoa, dude, I'm going away. That's way too much kind of thing. So yeah, Lover Dose, it's not on the list because I personally like Flower Bomb a little better by Victor Rolf. Another version you can try, Flower Bomb Midnight, I believe that's what it's called. It's a little milder. Yeah, what can I say? I absolutely love the scent. It's a clubbing scent and it's very attractive. It's, yeah, I absolutely love this scent, man. Like, this was a little, I think this used to be like my number 2 back in the day, but like over time I've discovered other scents that I just enjoy more, plain and simple. So yeah, all right, so that was Victor Rolf Flower Bomb. Okay, now number 3. This particular scent is going to be on the pricey side of things, but again, if you're not a collector, I don't personally think it's a bad thing to just, you know, spend, you know, extra few dollars on a very good scent, because if you're not a collector, you probably are not going to have like 40-50 cents. You're probably just going to have like maximum 10 to 15 maybe of really beautiful scents that, you know, I hope you enjoy and everything, right? So like, some people only have like 5-6 cents and they love them, and hey, you know, more power to you at that point. Yeah, pricier, in my opinion, worth it. So number 3, Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is just, this is stupid. This is stupid good. Whoa, okay. Like, describing it is like hard, but like, I love it so much, right? It's fruity, it's sweet, and of course the cherry is in there, but I feel like it's a little boozy, man. It's like if you know what I mean. It's seductive. Like this is seductive. Whoa. I personally love, you know, like just the way it smells because it's something like you want to eat. I could eat this thing. Like that's what it smells like. It's yummy. You know, kind of like that boozy cherry in there. I feel like it could be a close encounter scent because the first time I smelled it, she was basically working at the store, and I'm like, what is that? Like, and then she like told me about it. Like, you know, I looked at the bottle and everything. Sprayed on my own skin. I'm like, okay, like wow, I like this. I just want to smell it all day, kind of thing. Yeah, she told me like she just wears it, you know, like working, and I'm like, oh, interesting, because this is relatively strong to open, but you're still wearing it, you know, like like the room wasn't like super small, like it was just like a decent sized store, but still I'm like, okay, good to know. Therefore the dry down and like the mid notes aren't like that intense, right? So yeah, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So close encounter, this is a scent for women who aren't really afraid to explore, if you know what I mean. Number 3, this scent is here to stay for me, bro. It's not going anywhere. So Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. All right, number 2. This is, it kind of like surprises me every once in a while because like I forget about it and then I smell it. I'm like, whoa, why do I not? Like this is one of the scents like I would actually own just for fun because I'm like, I just want to smell it. Like I don't find myself ever wanting to spray female scents, you know, just because like I have a lot of my own scents and I'm happy with them. I'm content. But this is one of those scents where I'm like, I literally go out of my way to buy it. So number 2, Angel Mugler perfume. Bro, these names, I apologize. Someone's out there punching the area. Like, how dare this guy? Sorry, dude. This one's kind of like a mix of sweet, spicy, like citrus, and even like a little wood. But it's kind of on the, I hate using the word metallic. It's, if you know, like, especially from like the previous videos, Carolina Herrera 212 or like Creed Himalaya, that very cold, drier, like the dry scents, that's what this one sort of smells like. Very seductive, very attractive. This scent is a little bit on the drier side of things in terms of, it's not like, it's not very fruity. Like it is sweet, there's some wood to it, but it's just like cold. It's dry, it's very clean, to the point, no BS scent. And it smells really just like amazing, man. What can I tell you? I would personally say that this is, again, like a date night scent. Therefore, I'm already like targeting this towards the evening. Since it has that kind of colder feature to it, you can probably get away with it in fall, honestly. But I personally wouldn't be afraid to call this like your, you know, daily scent at the end of the day. See how it sits on your skin, see how it smells. Again, scents are different on everyone. For this one, I don't want to make a claim like, okay, this is only for like the colder months. Like, it will definitely work in the colder months, but if you think this might work in the summer or spring, then yeah, try it out at the end of the day. It is number 2 on my list because I absolutely love the way it smells. This is seductive, you know, close encounter, no BS, to the point, very attractive scent. This mix is like, you know, citrus, like this is sweet, this is a little woody, this is even like a little spicy, and it's crazy. It's like just a blend. It's just absolutely amazing. So number 2, Angel Mugler perfume. Number 1, man, the whole loyalty thing I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this follows suit. This was sort of my first love in terms of like female scents. I'm like, whoa, I absolutely love this. Like this, and of course Lady Million. Those are like the first 2 actual scents. So like, okay, I'm really liking how these smell, and that's where I kind of picked up like on the whole like pattern, and I'm like, okay, these are the type of scents I like, but hey, no big deal because it is what it is. Yeah, Viva La Juicy, and I want to mention 2 because these 2 are equally good to me. But I'm going to mention one over the other first because the second one people don't really like. So Gold Couture, and then Noir. I like them both. People don't like Noir that much. It is what it is, man. Like I keep mentioning the personal preference thing. But yeah, I don't really have strong opinions on which one would be better for which personality. Noir is definitely not as playful as Gold, but at the end of the day, they're both amazing scents. Gold is kind of just like a mix of like sweet, floral, caramel. The offensibility factor for this one could be a little high, so don't overdo it. Not everyone's gonna like it. I personally love it. It's just like, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like this should be age appropriate, which is why I personally like it, because you know, the girls I hang out with, they usually are in the age of, let's just say like 18, 19 to like 29, right? Like somewhere there. So I feel like for that age range, this is appropriate. It's just the right amount of playful character, yet still attractive enough for me to, you know, be like, okay, what's going on here? Whoa, I want to know what that is. And it just, yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, in terms of vibe, this could be running errands in the day or night. I personally don't think this is a date night fragrance per se. This is by no means like fancy. The couple I mentioned in the video, yeah, those are fancy, and please do make use of those if you ever get like a chance to, you know, like get your nose around it and like you actually like it. Those I genuinely think would be suitable for some, like, you know, close encounters or like date nights, etc. But yeah, for these reasons, Viva La Juicy, Gold, Nivea Noir, man, get them going. That's what I'm about. Yeah, especially like the top 4 to 5, they're here to stay. The other ones, I mean, like, you know, we'll kind of shuffle up here and there. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, the top 4 or 5 scents, they're here to stay. I absolutely love them. Like, I absolutely love them. I love all the scents on this list, and it is a shame that I don't own any. Otherwise, like, I like showing the bottles and, like, you know, just like playing around with it. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Okay, guys, so that's basically it, man. There you go. You got 10 scents that I personally like. Yeah, sorry for that large gap, man. Like, I didn't plan on not uploading, yeah, okay, a video for that long, but yeah, life happens, but all good. A little sneak peek. If you stuck around for this long, first of all, thank you. Hope you're subscribed by now. And if you're not, let me give you a reason to my next video, and I promise I'm gonna upload this soon. A review on Valentino Uomo, Born in Roma. Stay tuned. Catch y'all later.